morning. My name is Nick. This is my little show I like to call Sunday Driver Rides. Thank you for joining me. It is appreciated. Today, I've got the garage up to a balmy 32 degrees. That means it's time to work on the charger. Today, I'm going to start cutting out the nasty frame rails in this thing and try to put in these shiny, newer looking ones that have been cut just a little bit. Anyway, I've been looking forward to this. Let's get a crack-a-lackin'. All right, here's my quick game plan. I want to get these into place in here. So that means I'm going to do it one at a time, one frame rail at a time. I got to cut these really ugly ones out. And what I'm going to do is I've taken measurements where things have got to go, and I've looked online, blah, 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 my height, how high it needs to be off of this, and how far in it's got to be from like the wheel well. I've taken measurements for all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use like this. Actually, this lines up pretty well with the frame rail. Maybe I just weld right to it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm just going to suspend these frame rails off other smaller pieces of steel right off of this. That's why I did this, so I could, weld right onto it. And if it doesn't line up this way, well, then I'll just take this and weld it more over here, or whatever it needs to be. So yeah, then I can get that set up, and then what I'll do is I'll find ways. I'll get that cross member made up. I'll find ways to start supporting it in the car. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not going to order sheet metal for this car. I'm going to make the sheet metal for it. And I will show you later what I plan on doing. I know. All you true Mopar guys are going to be like, what are you doing? I'm building this car for me. That's what I'm doing. All right, I got the driver's side out, but what I noticed is that front mount for the leaf spring, I don't like it. In my eyes, it's gonna go. So with that said, I need to make sure I get that mount, weld that mount exactly where it needs to be and squared up with the other side, and yeah. So I was gonna do one side at a time and weld it up. I might change my plans here a little bit. Let me do some thinking. All right, it's a couple more days later. I got a bunch more steel. Dave, you know who you are. Thank you for that. Okay, so what I figured out is I need to kind of make this subframe outside of the car, make sure it's all squared up, and then I'm gonna put it in the car. And then what I'll do is I'll get a center line right down the middle of the car. I'll get a center line down my little subframe, whatever you want to call it, that I'm making for the back. Line them up, and then that should be square. I need to do that to make sure that my wheels are squared up with the car, or my axle is, so it doesn't run down the road. So it runs down the road straight and not like this, So to do that, here's what I did. I got this piece of metal going all the way across this tubing, and then I just did this. I put a 2x4 there, and then I clamped it. And then what I did was I made a mark. Maybe you can see it right there. So now I know, sorry, I'm not doing a good job of this. Now I know that this bracket, this brace that comes down for my spring in the front, lines up with that mark on the trusses. I did it to both sides. And then what I also did was, you can see it better on this side. Well, you can't see it on that side at all because I cut the frame rail out. But what I did was, ow, that hurt. You can see I took my little square, and I just went down. That's where my frame rail sits, you know, and that's my gap between the spring bracket and the frame rail. So now I know, now I can take this off, unclamp this, take this off, and then bring it, line it up on my subframe that I'm making. My frame rails, and then that way I know it should be right on from what it was with the factory with the car. So that's where I'm at. All right, fast forward a few days, and here's what I got. I got the rear end of this thing, knock on wood, hopefully figured out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tack together that beam going across these black frame rails, and then I got that piece of metal probably right there. I'll tack right there to the high points on that. And it's low points now, but it's flipped upside down. Anyway, I'll tack this all together in towards the front of it, and then I'll take it apart. I'm not gonna weld this section yet because I don't know my distance from here to the back end of the car. I still got some cutting out I gotta do the back end of the car. Yeah, so I mean, right now, it'd be nice if I could walk through here again. So I'm gonna tack this all together, like I said, take this part apart that I don't need right now. I got my measurements, you know, from center pin on the spring to center pin. I got that from my dad. Dad, thank you, I appreciate that. Knock on wood, all my math, in other words, is matching up. And I hope this works. I can't see yet why not. So, I mean, I did. I put this together a couple days ago. Then yesterday I just came out here and I just stared at it. and I just looked it over, made a couple adjustments. I'm just trying to think of any little thing that I could miss on it or that could affect how this goes. Knock on wood, I think I've got it. So we're going for it. Let's tack this thing together. All right, now that I've got this, knock on wood, I think figured out, it's time for me to start cutting. I've got all the measurements I think I need. I don't know what I did to the piece of paper. I ran out of the gate, I've already lost it. Hey, there it is, all right. I wrote down all the measurements I think I need. Now is the time to bust out that plasma cutter and get rid of all of this. I need to make room for that. Get that in there, center it, tack it in place, and make sure everything looks peachy keen. Yeah, I think I've stared at this one long enough. Let's cut her. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a mess to clean up. Ooh, it's a lot of rust. Okay, fast forward a bit. I got a lot of this stuff picked up and it's all still gutted. But yeah, at least I'm not standing in a big dust storm of rust, right? And then I welded that puppy in. That's 4" by 1/4" by, I don't know, not quite 7 feet. A flat, and then I've got a, what is it, 1.5 by 1.5 angle right above it. So I missed a couple of welds there. I gotta get, well, it's because the bracing, I had clamps there. But it's still good enough. So now I can weld in my back on that side, but I still gotta do this side. So you can see, I flip it around. That's what it looks like underneath. So I do to hide all the ugliness, like here. Oh, that's where the angle iron goes, and then I get the flat over it, and then I actually plug weld on the bottom. But the bottom actually has got some, it's got some meat to it, so I don't feel bad about welding into that. It looks ugly in spots, but it does. It's still got a lot of meat to it, believe it or not. I mean, back there it doesn't, but I'll reinforce that. But it is, now it's nice. I do that to this other side, and I've got something to start welding that rear sub-assembly to. Sweet. All right, I gotta finish this side though. Let's get to it. All right, both the inner rockers are in. Sweet, now I got something to go off of with this rear subframe assembly, whatever you want to call it. It is nice and strong, so it's for the most part welded in. I haven't finished the front, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm focusing on the back right now. So yeah, let's start figuring how to weasel this thing in, huh? I'm just gonna try to drag this over there, flip it around, and see if I can weasel it in from underneath. Okay. Okay. Come on, slide. Oh man, that hurts. Ouch. Oh. 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 Ow. Okay. Keep going. Now, none of the tacks broke, or the welds broke. That's good, right? Anyway. Okay. Wedged on. What am I hitting here? What am I doing here? Oh, I see. Back here. go forward. Okay. Now, I gotta go forward even more. Yes. Excuse me. All right, it's in place. I mean, I still gotta line everything up, but you know what? I can walk through my garage without tripping over something. Well, I mean, I could still trip over something, but it won't be as frequent, right? Anyway, I'm tired. I think I'm calling it a day. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. It is the next day. I apologize. I have yet to brush my teeth. I apologize for the way my breath smells. Anyway, so I've started to line this thing up. Well, this thing. You can see I've got my string from the front of the car going all the way back there. But you can see there are the frame rails, and I tried to line everything up best I could. I gotta double check my height here, but I need a little bit more down on the bottom. You can see I threw just a nut and a bolt together to get my height there. But hey, it's where it needs to be, right? I gotta double check that. My back and forth, I've got, by the mark that's on the truss. Now center line, this is where things get a little bit more complicated. I did my measurements, made sure my springs were squared up best I could with diagonal measurements and all that fun stuff. And I got the 44, sorry, get your hand out of the way, Nick. I got the 44 inches between center on the post on the leaf springs and the little center bolt. And I found center on these, on this, that little black line there, and then that black line there on that other one. And you can see my little fancy plumb bob I made. That nut's in the way. I was just using that nut for weight to keep it held down, just for more weight. But see that? And then I just welded a washer to a nail, and then I just put on some extra nuts to keep the weight down on it. But I do, so now that I've got it all swinging, when it sits steady and stops swinging, I can line up my string with the point of the nail at the bottom and then on the marks that I've got there. And it does, for the most part, it lines up, but I don't want to rush this. I don't want to, when I do things like this, I like to put stuff up and then I sit and stare at it for like an hour or two at least. And then I pull the pin. This is not something I want to rush, obviously. I made sure the car was level too. You can see the level. I just do. I want to stew on this one for a while. I can't. The last thing you want to do is rush something like this. So yeah, I'm going to stew on this for a bit. And it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Have a good time. Not too good of a time, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that means I am out of time for this episode. Yeah. Sorry, that's it. Maybe some of you are like, yes, it's finally over. But anyway, I gotta stew on this for a bit, but it's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode, hopefully the next Charger episode, I should say. I don't know when it's gonna come out next. But hopefully we can wrap up that rear end and just be happy with life about it. And then I can get going on the front, which is gonna be a whole nother fun time. So anyway, enough rambling. Thanks for watching. It is appreciated. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. I'd be just tickled pink. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Take care.